Hello everyone, my name is Aliyah, and today I'm going to be talking about something that my mom and I have come up with for me, and it's something I think a lot of people can really benefit from. We call it the 1 night a week rule. So, over the past year or so, I have begun to learn an important lesson. It's a lesson that I think many people have to learn over their lifetime, and with my journey with it has really begun to show. The lesson is balance, and it can manifest in different ways for every person. For me, it was about balancing my schedule and my life. Now, there are a few things you need to know about me before I begin. Generally, I'm a bit of a people pleaser. I'm someone who needs time to myself, and I like to do a lot of things. These as a combo can yield some pretty interesting results. Not unexpected, but interesting. I'm a people pleaser. I don't like letting people down, and I never have. If I say I do something, I generally mean that I will. I want to help, and I enjoy it. I'm not somebody to drop a commitment simply because I do not feel like doing it anymore. I will do extra and stress myself in order to take the load off others. I need time to myself. Although I am usually an outgoing person, I recharge when I have time to myself. I need to sit down and relax alone in order to really calm down and take time. When I don't do this, not only do I begin to get overwhelmed and tired, I also often get some kind of cold or sporting injury. I like to do a lot of things. When I say I do a lot of things, I mean it. I'm a multi-sport athlete and very competitive. My main sports are ringette and soccer. However, I also play a variety of other sports, mostly through school, including more soccer, track, badminton, and basketball for a time. I also am a soccer coach, leadership member, and a student. I do a lot, and I love everything I do, and I genuinely hate missing these activities. I don't want to let my teammates, coaches, or self down. As I have grown up, everything has become more intensive. I am moving to higher levels of sport, and school is getting harder. It's natural, and it's expected. But these three aspects of my personality create a bit of a problem. 1, I want to do everything. There we go. I want to do everything. I want to be at everything. And I cannot do everything. Okay. Throughout grade 9, I was able to balance most of these three aspects of my life pretty well. I was busy and I got a few colds, but nothing was too bad, or at least I thought so. My parents throughout this time knew that I could not keep this up. Then grade 10 rolled around and I decided that I could take on more. I joined extra things and added extra sports. So, this is what my schedule looks like in an average week. I kept this up for months. Gracefully, may I add, or at least I wanted to think so. In reality, I was a bit of a mess. I was burnt out and tired. Throughout this time, my mom had been issuing regular warnings about how I could not keep this up. It was too much. I, being slightly stubborn, exhausted, and at the time an emotional wreck, would argue tearfully about how I was fine and my schedule was manageable. Now, through these numerous warnings, eventually, it began to get through to me. I could not keep this up. It was not an immediate realization, and it took months for me to finally start to get it. Now, despite coming to this realization, I am still working on putting it into action. I am still a people pleaser who loves to do the many things I do and needs personal time, but I am starting to understand how to balance these things. I have started to use what my mom and I call the 1 night a week rule. What it means is that 1 night a week, I do not have any commitments. 1 night a week, you do what you need to do to recharge. Now, this may look different for different people. For me, it means not going out, staying home, and resting. I go to school. I take care of myself and my injuries. For others, it may be going out or any number of things. Do whatever allows you to recharge. Now, this may not always happen. Many weeks, I still do not have my 1 night a week. Slowly, I've begun to put this into practice, and a big part of this has been communication. I've talked to my bosses about not overloading myself, and my coaches about making sure I take care of my injuries and myself. I'm really starting to get better at balancing my life, but the 1 night a week rule is where I have started. Currently, my 1 night a week is Tuesday. So in order to work, your one night a week must be protected. So you may be asking yourself, how exactly do I protect it? In order to protect it, the most simple thing is to just say no. To say no, you do not have to be rude, you don't have to be standoffish, you simply say no. And I think the biggest part of understanding this and getting through this, especially as a people pleaser, is understanding that people understand. People aren't going to hold it against you if you just say no. You can take your time, and people aren't going to get mad at you for it. So I've begun to see many benefits from the one night a week rule. My athletic performance has improved, which is something that is huge for me. I'm not as overwhelmed, and I have more time and energy for other things. I actually am able to go out, and I have more energy to do things later in the week that aren't as planned. I am able to benefit myself as a leader and improve my overall leadership by being able to have more energy and more time as I'm recharged. So, one night a week, take a break, and use the time to refresh yourself. Thank you.